Although it's the guy who complains about everything while playing CS DM, you know. Why CS DM? Well, it's because I watch COD DM, so you know, that's pretty cool. I wanted to talk about what's obviously in the title. Life's a struggle, man. Life is a real struggle. I should say, for clarify, or when I start, I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of good people in my life. I really do. I have one friend group, most irreplaceable shit ever. And I don't hate them at all. Like, usually, if they were available to hang more often, I'd probably be with them more often, but... What's bothering me recently is... It feels like I'm the kind of person, and I'm not sure what part of my personality it is, but I'm not usually a person who can, like, get people to do anything. Oh, this is embarrassing. If I, like, ask everyone if they want to play a game, almost no one will show up. I'm also the person who has to send, like, DMs to everyone, otherwise they won't message me. I understand that people are busy with life, but, like, it does kind of feel bad. I know some of these people, they don't hate me because, like, why would they respond to someone they hate? That's really fucking stupid. But being someone who has to, like, constantly try for everything, I think it's, like, wearing on my mental. Don't know what to really do, and, like, another part of it is, like, making new friends, but I think I'm getting to the point where, like, I'm not too old to make friends, but I'm starting to, like, exist in the age group where people start they have their, like, friend group, and they don't really expand outside of that, because why would they? They have a nice friend group, and that's where they're going to spend most of their time, and if they don't, they are either working or doing, like, their own personal projects. It got to the point where it started affecting my mental, and just, like, right now my current project is trying to add more people from, like, my state. I doxed myself, I'm from the States, how did you know? But even then, like, I don't really find many people from my state. Usually it's like a good conversation point, but like, if I try adding someone randomly in a video game, I feel like they won't add me. It's really bad if you play a game like CS, because in CS, like, unless you're cracked, no one's gonna fucking add you. Like, I think one person added me after I went 2-16 once. You know, they're a legend, but we didn't hang out much after it. Another thing is, like, people don't, like, usually let you into friend groups because, like, I understand why. I probably gate people from one of my precious friend groups because, you know, it's been there for years, and I don't think they want just random people joining. It's like, who the fuck is this? They wouldn't hate them, it's just kind of awkward because it's like an in-real-life group. But making friends nowadays, it's pretty hard. It feels like reaching out to people is getting harder and harder because, like, a lot of people are just doing their own thing. I think another thing to understand about this is, I probably already talked about, but I know a lot of these people where I do this. No one hates me, and it's... The reason why I talk about it is because, like, I know, in my head, none of these people hate me. Like, the people I hang out with, some of them are my closest friends. But, like, after a while, it feels like my heart hurts, right? Or just like, it's just like constant failure. No one wants to hang out. Seeing people just like not really rather do their own thing, but like, how do I describe it? You know when like you ask people to do something and no one really wants to do it, but the second someone else comes along, they're just like, oh shit, let's do this instead, or let's do this exact same thing, but now I'm here, and it's like suddenly everyone just rallies up, and it's like, oh, that just feels fucking terrible. Happens to me a lot more than it should. And they're not bad friends, it's just some people, you know, they're closer connections. But I don't think some other people understand, like, dude, if I ask you to hang out, you say no, and then you're doing the exact same thing I asked you to with someone else, oh, dude, it just makes me feel fucking terrible. What the fuck? He was really tucked in there. This guy behind you, buddy. Been having that a lot recently where I just ask people like, hey, you want to do this? And then just I get diffed by other people. Maybe I'm too negative and I just kill the vibes. Speaking of which, unpopular opinion coming in hot right here. If you ask someone to do something, I understand. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got their own lives. They can't just make time for you. But if you ask again, you say no or whatever, you should like, if you care about that person even slightly, you should make time for that person. Just like play with them eventually, or just say, hey, I'm busy during these times, can't make it, but we can like maybe do it like the end of the week or something. Like, it means a lot more than people would think. I like how that guy typed up and I immediately got up. Really cool. But nowadays, like, no one really wants to just flat out say that they don't like you. Or they don't want to hang out with you. It's more like beating around the bush and you have to, like, disconnect yourself. It's like that person who leaves you on read and it's like, they'll never block you or anything. But they're not going to be the one who deletes and blocks you. I don't know why ghosting culture is as popular as it is. I think it's really fucked up to ghost someone, but it's becoming so normalized to the point where, like, some people just are really friendly and nice and then they just disappear randomly when they feel like it. Or, like, I'm more of a kind of person, when someone does something I don't like, I just rather talk about it and figure it out, because I don't like losing people over the dumbest shit ever. And to me, if you talk to someone about it, it means you actually value them as a person a little bit. It's like a little bit of a respect thing. That person blends in with the ATB, and it is so crazy. Now, on this note, I don't want to be like doom and gloomer, so I'll give my like words of advice to people who are trying to make friends, because I've actually met some cool people. Some not as cool as others, and I still have the issue of the friend group thing where, like, you gotta understand you will probably never be someone's number one in most of their life unless you're fucking dating them. And I don't want to be like everyone's number one or whatever. I should make that very clear. It's more so, I just wish I had more friends that are willing to do things I would want to do, and it'd be nice if people reached out to me. You know? I feel like if you're always the person who's reaching out to everyone, like, I like when things are mutual between me and someone else. But when it feels like I'm the one... I had this analogy long ago. Our friendship would end the second I stopped trying, you know what I mean? Because the other person wouldn't give much to me. And a lot of my friendships are like that, and, like, it's not even... Some people are just like, oh, it's a dating thing or whatever. Dude, guys do this to me all the time, too. It's like... It's crazy. They just don't want to... A lot of people just don't want to talk as much. At least the people I know. Now, for the solution to the people who are like, oh, you're just being negative, you're not reaching to the right communities. You know? I have met some cool people. I did meet someone recently who wants to actually play a game I've been wanting to play for a long time. And I met him in CS while playing in 1v1 lobbies. This is embarrassing. I want to win this fight so badly. I guess I'm not winning this fight so badly. Fuck. Please no. Thank you. But, like, even just adding people randomly, like, or just being... The biggest thing is obviously being nice, but, like, I try to just add people where I have, like, little conversations. I'm like, yeah, I like this guy, and maybe I'll, like, talk to him a little bit after. Joining groups with similar interest. Honestly, if you're playing the thing you like most, you will probably meet some like-minded people. It's just some places are harder than others. Like CS, meeting nice people, oh, that's way fucking harder than it should be. You meet people on fighting games, like, yeah, they'll probably have mutual interests. You might not like everything about them, but, like, there'll be some, like, there's mutual interest, and then you start talking, and that's how it gets it going. Just mutual interest, all that jazz. Also, the biggest thing I've learned if you're trying to make friends is just talk about the other person or something they like. They'll get everyone yapping. Just talk about them. It's sad but true. Everyone loves talking about themselves more than they realize. I don't know. I know this video's like all disjointed and shit. But lately, after last night also, fucking Christ, it just like started to get really bad. I love asking people to hang out and watching them hang out with someone else doing the exact same thing I wanted to do. Or like, just kind of ignore me. You could argue that's a bad friend, but it's even weirder when it's like a longtime friend. It's like, what do you do when a longtime friend does that to you, right? Do you just assume the friendship's dead? You could give them space, but like, it's just such a buzzkill, right? What can you do? Everyone's like living their own lives, and you know, sometimes you're not an important part of that life. It's just how it be. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. This video will probably be fucking shorter than the last one, but like, I guess it's not like too much of content. Oh, another positive note. If you're also a person who's like me, just know, like, a lot of the reason people, like, complain about the same topic I am is because people who complain about what I'm complaining about, it's not usually that they're lonely, it's that the people that they want to message them is not messaging them. And I've definitely gone through that. Whether it be a love of a life or a really good friend, sometimes the person you really want to talk to just doesn't want to talk to you. But there's always someone there. And you know, I remember at one point I took that for granted, and I will be hurting for the rest of my life for that. You're not actually alone. You are valued much more than you think. And if you actually, like, well, demonetized yourself, then, you know, you'd be surprised how many people care about you. Sometimes you won't ever know how much you are valued to other people, but, and there's no way to know. Sometimes you just gotta hold on to the memories and the good times and just not think about all the dumb shit that your brain tells you. I mean, hey, if someone hangs out with you like a good amount and plays games with you, you're probably not the worst person ever to hang out with, right? Anyone who actually checks how you're doing if you don't respond or anything, that's a real one. Keep that person tight and cherish them a little bit. Maybe if you're the other person who doesn't send messages that often, you're not sure how people are doing, just be like, you know, make someone happy and just ask. You'd be surprised how much it makes people happy when you just ask them how they're doing, especially old people. I know, for example, my grandpa lives all alone by himself, and I don't think anyone talks to him really. I personally don't call him as much as I used to, because he kind of guilt-tripped me a little bit. But like for a while at least, I was trying to just see how he's doing, because I can't imagine. He just lives by himself. He has farm animals, but no one talks to him. He calls his sons, but I don't think his sons want to deal with it, because he's like, he's very old-timery, you know? Like that kind of person who talks about, hey, back in my day, I made $150 an hour, and I was able to afford a house. That kind of person. He's a little stubborn-minded, but like, I really do feel bad that like no one tries to talk to him. Yeah, he's a little bit of a grouch, but like no one really deserves that. And he usually like is that kind of person who just like, you know, he jokes around, but some people just don't see he's just joking around. He's just trying to enjoy his life a little bit. But what can you do? You know? If you have one of those friends who you think they're lonely, maybe just see how they're doing. Check up on them. Just be like, hey dude, how's it going? It doesn't take long. And you know what? Just be like, hey man, I gotta go, but like, you know, I just wanted to see how you're doing. People will appreciate it. I don't think I got much else to talk about. This one was a lot more rambling all over the place, but like, I am a bit emotional right now, and I'm caffeined. I drink 2 sodas. I'm dying from what was it, Sugar Crash, and then finally I lost like 8 face matches today, so you know that's also pretty cool. Because I am probably the worst BM player ever. But, you know. Oh my god. Hello. Anyways. To the people who watch this, I appreciate you. Don't make the same mistakes I do in life. That's all I really ask at this point. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. My final life advice before I go. Don't be in your head. Just don't be in your head. Alright, peace.